And I don't know what they were thinking with Paul Giamatti as the Rhino. I really don't. Oh man, that one is a mystery to me. I will never understand it. I don't get it, and I won't. Now, everybody, my name is Keegan Luther, and the other day I reviewed Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I will be continuing my Spider-Man rewatch by talking about the Andrew Garfield and Mark Webb Spider-Man movies. Now, The Amazing Spider-Man 1 premiered in 2012, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2 premiered in 2014. These films star Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker, Sally Field as Aunt May, Martin Sheen as Uncle Ben, and Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy. We also have Jamie Foxx as Electro, Dane DeHaan as the Green Goblin, and Riz Ifans as the Lizard. Now, the main thing that I want to just cover right off the bat is I like these movies personally. These were the first Spider-Man movies I saw in the theaters. This definitely is where my bias lies. So what do I think works with this film? Chemistry between Gwen Stacy and Peter Parker has never been better. I think that the chemistry between Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst was not great. I think Zendaya is an incredible actress, and I think Tom Holland is an incredible actor. I haven't bought their... I think that their relationship works in the MCU. It's just the relationship is not there as much as it is with Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. And I think Andrew Garfield is undeniably charming as Peter Parker. And I think that I've heard the criticism levied against him that he is too charming for Peter Parker, that he's not awkward enough. And for me, I think it's more Andrew Garfield as a person is a very likable human being. And because he's a very likable human being, I feel that we tend to think that he's portrayed more charming in the films when that's actually just Andrew Garfield. And in fact, in the first film, he kind of is a little bit of an asshole. He kind of brings a little bit of a devil-may-care attitude to Spider-Man a little bit, which he's just very defensive of what he's doing, which I thought was very effective. I think Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, especially in the second movie, some of the best Spider-Man action we've gotten ever, as well as some of the best, the sarcasm, the humor, the swagger, it's all there in his Spider-Man. Now, I don't think his suit is the best. I don't think either of his suits are. I think that still goes to Tobey, if I have to give Tobey something. But I think that we can't really talk about these films without acknowledging the elephant in the room, which is the second movie. Now, the thing is, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man movies are a bit tragic. Not just because it ends with, spoiler alert, Gwen Stacy's death. Not just because it ends there. I think that The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was trying to set up a world. It was trying to set up spin-offs, offshoots. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is what would happen if the MCU stopped at Age of Ultron, where a lot of good stuff, but they tried to pack it all into one movie and it never went anywhere after that. So then what was the use of this movie? Even the good stuff in the movie is oversaturated with this other stuff that never pans out. So there's a bit of a tragicness to this where it's saying, oh, I really would be interested to see where that would have gone, but we're not going to get that. Now, we might get it in Spider-Man No Way Home. And this film really does suffer from a lack of J.K. Simmons.
Thank you.
Anyway, the things that save this movie is the act. Andrew Garfield gives his all in this. So does Emma Stone. And both of them, you feel for those characters. And I thought the nuance really worked, and I liked bringing a little bit of angst to Peter. I liked that. I thought that was a really effective way. Now, these are still very 2010 movies. Very, very much this early 2010s movie tropes. With the Philip Phillips in Spider-Man in the second movie. First off, also, all of the Spider-Man's parents stuff. In the first movie, when it's kind of left a little bit of a mystery, I think it really works. I don't think it works in the second movie when they try to make them like agents and he has to go to this underground train compartment thing to get this coin to put in there to figure out that the whole thing is he put his blood in there. I'm sorry, it doesn't work. It really doesn't. The only things that save this movie is the chemistry between Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield, and Sally Field as Aunt May. That's it. And I don't hate on these films. I like these films a lot. At the end of the day, it breaks my heart that they did not get the day in the light that they were supposed to. And I don't think they were ever given a proper chance. And it breaks my heart because I think Andrew Garfield is the best actor that we've ever had play Peter Parker. I don't think he's the best overall, but I think he's the best actor to ever play it. And the fact that, you know, people like Tobey get put over him, and it's understandable. I don't think Andrew Garfield's are the strongest movies that they've ever made. These could have been great. These could have been fantastic, but they tried to rush it. They tried to rush a universe that could have easily built. And I wish that we got more of them to be able to kind of talk about, okay, yeah, 2 was a mess, but the rest worked so well. But we never did. I enjoyed watching these more than the Sam Raimi ones. I like this interpretation in this world of Peter Parker. I like that it's a little bit more grounded. I like that he has web shooters. I think that the New York coming together moment with the cranes in the first movie is so much better. It had the biggest guts of any Spider-Man movie. They killed Gwen Stacy. And man, that is still such an admirable thing to have actual consequences. And Spider-Man didn't save her. I just wish that they were able to continue on and that we were able to see where that led. But overall, I would say that these films are good films, more or less. They're enjoyable. I enjoy them more than most, but at the end of the day, it's hard to really gauge them because it feels like an unfinished story. And I hope that No Way Home does add a little bit of a bookend on it, but those are my thoughts. Andrew Garfield is personally my favorite actor to have played Spider-Man, but I don't think this is my favorite trilogy. It really isn't. It can't be. Unfortunately, because I just don't feel this, as much as I do love it, I don't think that the story is complete in that. So my final thoughts are, while the performances are incredible, and I think that the world building is really well done, even if it feels overpacked at times, I believe that the fact that these stories feel so stuffed that there isn't time to focus on the things it really wants to focus on holds it back. So I'm going to say that this is definitely on the triangle of entertainment. I'm going to say this is definitely a film that is more, I'm going to go with more creative than it is necessarily even fun. Now, I will give The Amazing Spider-Man a 4 out of 5, and I will give The Amazing Spider-Man 2 a 2.5 out of 5. And now pairings for these films. Now this was kind of hard. I was trying to think about like what's a good non-sarcastic one to do with this. I think that if you like The Amazing Spider-Man because of the chemistry of Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield, I think you will love Crazy Stupid Love with Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, Julianne Moore, and Emma Stone. I think that if you kind of like this version of Emma Stone, where she has really good chemistry with another male lead, but it's also a good kind of quirky love story comedy, Crazy Stupid Love is a great film. Crazy Stupid Love is about Ryan Gosling taking Steve Carell under his wing to become his wingman and show him how to go on a date now that he's entering a divorce. The other one that I think that you guys should check out, if you are more of a fan of Andrew Garfield in this movie, and you really want to see some more Garfield-centric films, I think that I will recommend Tick, Tick, Boom. I did a review on it. It's the story of Jonathan Larson, the creator of Rent, in creating his first musical, Suburbia, and its off-Broadway workshop. And I think that it's a great musical. Andrew Garfield turns into performance of a lifetime, and I hope he gets an Oscar nomination. If not, I hope he wins. So I recommend those films. And then on a superhero level, I think I'm going to recommend Batman Begins. Now, while I think Batman Begins did it better than The Amazing Spider-Man, I think that the idea of rebooting a hero with a new lens, I think Batman Begins is one of the best comic book films ever made. So I think that you guys will enjoy those if you enjoyed this. So anyway, guys, that's my review. Stay tuned for my Tom Holland review as we get closer and closer to No Way Home. I'm super excited to share this with you guys. It's been a long ride, but let's go! And You can check me out on Instagram at Keegan Luther and on Random Stuff Ent. Also, you can find me on TikTok at movie_man_opinions. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you liked it, and if you didn't, tell me why. So anyway, thank you guys, and hey, let's watch something together. Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and check out some of these totally not randomly chose videos. I mean, I think you'll like that one. I don't know, just right there.